Hi there. I've been blessed for quite a while now to be part of a men's Bible study at one of my companies. And currently, we are going through the book of Proverbs together where we're encouraging each other to read one chapter a day for the month of August. And there's 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. So we begin on the 1st and we finish up on the 31st of this month. Well, today is August 16. So naturally, I'm reading through chapter 16 of the book of Proverbs. I would encourage you to read through the book of Proverbs if you haven't done it before. There's a lot of good wisdom for you there in that book. Well, in chapter 16 today, there's one verse that really stuck out to me, and it talked to me about accountability. It says, in layman terms, it says that we may think we know what's in our hearts, but God examines our hearts. He knows what our motives are. That's in verse 2 of chapter 16. And it got me thinking about who we're really accountable to. And that gives me peace. I love people, and I love them enough to speak truth into their lives, but never to the point where I get angry or I may judge somebody. I understand that there's limitations to what role I have in a person's life. And my role is to, first of all, live by the truth. And then secondly, when I see somebody struggling, to ask if I can be invited into their lives. And if they say yes, they give me permission to speak into their lives. Then thirdly, I will speak God's truth. Notice I said God's truth, not my truth. That's a common phrase we hear now in society, isn't it? Well, my truth is this. The reality of that statement is that my truth may be different than your truth. So what's really truth in that scenario? We've got to have a source of truth that's common for all of us and is stable and never changes no matter what generations are leading our country and leading our household. That's God's truth. God's truth is firm and it never changes. And God's truth in the book of Proverbs in chapter 16 is that God is ultimately who we answer to, not another person, no matter how good we think we are, no matter how bad we may think we are. Ultimately, God knows what's in our hearts, and ultimately, God's truth is that we will answer to Him one day. So that gives me peace, and the point of this video is to display that I will love people and I will respect people no matter what their response is towards me, or especially to God's truth. They may totally reject it, but that's not going to change my respect for them, and I'm not going to force myself on anybody. I'm not going to force God on anybody. I want people to live a life that they choose to live, and ultimately understand that you and I will have to answer to God for the choices we make in this life. So this is the approach that I take in chaplaincy. I want to be a neutral source that I can help you when you invite me by permission to help you in things that you're dealing with in life. Sometimes the things that I may speak into your life will be things that you want to hear. Sometimes they may be things that you don't want to hear. But know that no matter what side that falls on, know that I love you and I respect you enough to allow you to live your life as you feel led to live, and know that I am here for you no matter what, 24/7, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can. So thank you for allowing me to be your chaplain, and I pray that with everything going on in the world right now as of August 16th, the year 2021, that you will find peace in your life today, and this week will be a great week for you and those around you. God bless.